We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! What, 90? What, 90?
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Cousins now on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
His throw caught at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Come on, let's go!
Now Jones. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Come on, let's go! What, 90?
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Back.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Let's 50. Lucky 50.
Now Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Run to the ball. We got a runner. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Gun! Hey, Steamer! Check,
2nd down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play fake, Cousins. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to air one out. This is caught. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
300.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with a Vikings. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check.
Hey, flipper. Hey, flipper.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is taken at about the 14. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
He wasn't ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw, Kaiser. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Flex round!
Kaiser on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's King. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the red zone now, Kaiser, and that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And Adams has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Kaiser now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio.
Kaiser. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Kaiser now. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put your...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Wide. Hey, Steamer. Hey, son.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Hey, flipper. Where's the hot?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Come on, let's go.
Following the interception, Kaiser. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ohio!
Kaiser to throw it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
300.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Hey, 4 down.
Now Kaiser. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They come out here in the I. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll pitch it out to Jones, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
4 down. Check.
Second down, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Stay on the slot. Stay on the slot.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins, rolling to his left, steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down, and my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
To throw is Kaiser. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go. White, 90.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser looking deep for Adams. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gun.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Rhino.
1st down, here's Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Rhino.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Rhino. Where's the hunt?
Here we go, D.
Move.
Here I come again.
Where's the hunt?
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Kaiser now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaiser. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Cousins escaping the pressure right. Gonna go right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, Napoli was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Go ahead, go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
Watch 50-50.
Everyone's got four down.
Cousins now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on
Detroit!
1st and goal.
Detroit!
Hey, four down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch 85.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Kaiser now. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's coming.
Gun.
Check nickel.
Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he's got room. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White.
Kaiser to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Let's go. White 90.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kaiser. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. The 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they're throwing here. Kaiser drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes the sack. Fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Man, we'll see if they go back to base.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.